Hello there and welcome back to the colony with Man and the Ants. We are once again playing Planet Coaster Career Mode Extras. We have a very sad engineer heading over there. We have a security guard we don't need, so we'll fire him as well. Okay, so last time then, the reason we had a security guard there is last time we were just getting rid of a few miscreants from the park, if you remember. Thought I fired that guy already, but I don't know. Who cares? Right, so this is the park. We only have a few objectives left to do. We have to do a fireworks display to hold 100 guest attention for 30 seconds, and to hold 250 guest attention for 60 seconds. Now that shouldn't be too bad. The other thing we need to do is reach a total monthly profit of at least $15,000. That's going to be a bit more of a pain, but I have a plan, which I mentioned last time. I think I have a plan. So the first thing we need to do is the fireworks displays. So special effects, fireworks, blueprints. Back to fireworks, thank you. So these are the blueprints we have available to us. We could faff around with trying to do our own, but which is what I did previously when I said I recorded stuff that you guys didn't actually see when I was trying to figure out how to get the scenario to work. But I did see someone say somewhere about just using some of the predefined ones. So I thought I'd take a look at that. So they are quite spread out, aren't they? And do they come? When you build a fireworks display, you need a display sequencer to actually control it. So do these come with a yes? Is that's a one? Ah, okay. So these all come with a display sequencer then. So just to show you this very quickly, as it's not something you've seen within my game before, the display sequencer has a number of effects assigned to it, and it has a trigger sequence, which determines how long it takes to run everything, because it determines when things will go off. So if we look at the trigger sequence, we can see we've got all these display groups here. Is there a way of saying... There's no way of just like saying, I want to see all these groups, these things. Are they already highlighted maybe? I'm not too sure. What we could do is hit the play button on them. No, that's not working either. Okay. Fine, fine. Is the game actually paused or not? I'm not too sure now. No. Pause the game. Right. So it doesn't matter. So anyway, you create display groups, which are a number of objects grouped together, obviously. And you can then set times within the display trigger. They will go off. Ah, so some of them are highlighting that. Ah, so these ones here are these here, I think, by the look of it. So you can see the ones which are part of the display groups, and then the times they will go off. And what you can then do is you can hit a scheduler and you can say only to activate on the trigger, so when I actually say play it, or you can say play it on a loop or at specific times. So you can say add a time when it will play, so you can say play it at, 8 o'clock in the evening, and you can also say play it at 9 and 10 o'clock in the evening, or whatever it happens to be. So that's how that all works. We don't actually want to do any of that though. So this one here only plays for about 13 seconds, so it isn't really that useful for us, as we need one to do 60 seconds. So if we not go into there, if we go back into the blueprints, this one looks a bit more promising. Also plays for 13 seconds. Okay. This one is huge. Plays for 6 seconds. Alright, wasn't really expecting that. Little tiny one plays for 8 seconds. Massive one plays for 6 seconds. Oh, it's called Frantic Display. That makes sense, I guess. This one is very spread out. Where's the display sequencer? Was it? Ah, right. There it is. This one is 7 seconds. This one is 17 seconds. And this one... Oh. Ah. And they're in the middle there. Ah, this one does 35 seconds, so that's what we want. This is the one we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to build one of these. We're going to place it as close to the rides as we can, or more importantly, as close to the path as we can. We're going to find the display sequencer. We're going to move that somewhere we actually have access to it, rather than being buried over there. Then we're going to build another one. Exactly the same. and grab that one's display sequencer. Now what the basic plan is here is to kick off the first one, let that one go. Towards the end of it, kick off the second one. And that's it. That's what I'm hoping will allow us to hit. I don't know whether the issue we might have is that make a fireworks display that holds 250 gets attention for 60 seconds. So the issue might be that we actually have two separate fireworks displays. That might be a bit of a problem. I guess we will figure that out. So it doesn't seem to have anywhere that tells you how long it's playing for, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Ah, here it does. Okay. But I can't get more than one of these up at a time, which I do kind of need. So how quick can I flick between those? Bloody wild blue. So if I get to about 30 seconds and then come out. Okay, right then. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to check the park first of all to make sure that nothing is broken. Because we know what things are like. That's what I wanted. Nothing is broken. Okay, so we're going to go at real speed. We are going to unpause the game. We are going to hit play. We're going to bring this up so we can see that guests are viewing the displays. It's all very pretty, very pretty. $202 people are viewing it. It's coming up to the 30-second mark. So we're going to hit done there. We're going to come into this one and play that one. So that's the first 30-second one done. So we now have to keep these people's attention for another 15 seconds. And this has got 20 seconds left on it. So we should be okay. Oh, hello. What happened there? How did I get all the way over there? How does that not count? Because people aren't watching anymore. Oh my god. Play it again. Not enough people are viewing it. People view it. Trailblazer's broken, but it's going to have to stay broken for the moment. If we just go in here and just hit play. Oh, there it is. We've actually achieved it. Excellent. Okay. Whew. Come back up here for the view. This is quite nice up here, isn't it? Look at that. Hello, final thumbnail for the scenario. How are you doing? Beautiful. Okay then, so we've got a couple of rides that are broken down. Oh, still going. Still going. You're done. Nope. Everything is now breaking down. That's fine. Okay then, so let's actually deal with this. So Looper, Star Wheel, and Trailblazer are broken. If we just check our staff. Yep, we have no people in the park we do not require. So, Trailblazer, one for you. Wheel, one for you. Looper, one for you. So, if we unpause, go into staff, all staff. In fact, if we go to mechanics, fixing, idling. Don't be idling. Wandering, fixing. Right. Cool. Fired, fired, fired. So, all we need to do now is hit this last objective of $15,000 in 1 month. Now, you may think to yourself, that's going to be quite challenging. Surely we're going to need a lot more rides because we've only ever hit about... We hit 10,000 at some point. But we don't even know when we did that. That was a mystery to us. So how are we going to do this? What we're going to do is we're going to utilize a trick we used previously in a different campaign where we needed to make a certain amount of profit on shops. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till we got a bit of money, at least $10,000 in the bank. We are going to close down the park. We do need everything to be running at the moment. Digitizer. Which one was Digitizer? This one. Yes. We're going to close down the park. We are going to then refurb every single ride, which is why we need some money in the bank. We're going to refurb every single ride that we have to make sure, try and make sure, nothing's going to break down. And then reopen the park and see if we can get enough people in the park, enough people spending money, that we can get that $15,000. I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. I don't think. We'll have to wait and see. So what we can do while we're quickly waiting is just have a quick look and make sure no one's saying anything's... That's still broken. Why is that still broken? What happened? What happened to the mechanic that's supposed to be fixing that? Alright. Get in there, and then you're fired. Okay. We're just checking to make sure if it's cheap. $16. Awesome. See if we can get a little bit more money out of people. I want to go on snare. Key was full. I want to go on it. Digitize is cheap. We could put that up to $17. And this one over here. That's all good. That is all good. Right then. So we now have money in the bank. Doesn't really matter too much that Venom's broken down, I don't think. So what we're going to do is we're going to save the park. Now, if you're particularly eagle-eyed, you may remember that I actually did end the last one on D16. Well, very foolishly, somehow in trying to resume the game, I managed to delete that save file. Which was just incredible. Luckily, it had an autosave towards the end. Maybe that's why that security guard wasn't fired, because I used an autosave to come back in, which luckily seemed to be right towards the end anyway. So maybe that's why that security guard was still not fired. Okay, so what we're going to do now, the game's been saved. We're going to close down the park. We are going to... What am I doing? Park management. We are going to close down every ride. We are going to request refurb. No. Because we don't have mechanics. We don't have mechanics. Okay, so. What we're going to do. What we're going to do is going to be crazy. We're going to hire a mechanic per ride. We're then going to request refurbs on all of the rides. And once they've started working, we're going to fire every single one of them. Okay, so that is all of the mechanics hired. If we just come down here, unpause until they've landed, and then we should be able to request a refurbishment. Let's do a refurb. 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 And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Oh, we're going to have enough money to do this. I can't refurb that because it's broken down. I can't refurb it because I don't have enough money. Ah, crap-a-doodles. Crap-a-doodles. That's frustrating. I really want to do that because that's quite a high refurb cost as well. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is load the game back from D16. And we will just have to earn a little bit more money before we come back, or before we close the park again. That's all we're going to have to do. That's fine. That's fine. We can do that. We can do that. I have complete faith in me. 100% faith. Now, I wasn't too sure if we'd be able to do this today and get this scenario finished off. But it seems That's all we really need to do. So I think we'll quite easily be able to do that now. I don't want to hire mechanics to fix the broken down things at the moment. I just want to see if we can get enough money in. Did we already have a broken down ride? Because we're just losing money. We did already have a broken down ride. Damn it. Okay, so we are going to have to hire people. What's broken? What's broken? What is broken? Ah. You're broken. And it was this one? It was this one that was broken. Okay, so if we unpause the game. Let them do that thing. Come into mechanics. They're both fixing breakdowns. And you fired, and you fired. Cool. So they should be fixed momentarily, hopefully. Momentarily, he said. There we go. So we need about $12,000 in the bank then. By the look of it. Just having a quick scan, see if I can see anything that's been broken by annoying little customers. I don't think so. I think they're all relatively happy at the moment. That's good. Ah, right. We have $13,000 in the bank. I am just going to overwrite D16. We're going to pause the game. And we're going to start that again. So we need to close down the park. We need to close down every ride. We need to hire a number of mechanics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. Pause the game till they're on the floor. And then we need to go around and we need to say maintenance. Request refurb. You. Someone just did. Yes. Request refurb. You. Request refurb. 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 Did you? Did you? Request refurb. Request refurb. How is it broken down when the game's paused and I've just told her to refurb? That's mental. That's insane. Refurb. 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 Right. So if we check, I think it'll tell us, yes, everything is now refurbishing. And $160. We were very close to the limit there. Right. So what we need to do now, and now we're going to start hemorrhaging money, but that's absolutely fine. That's not going to be a problem. We're going to come into mechanics. We're going to unpause the game. They're all going to fix and refurb all of the rides. That's what's going to happen here. And we should see them after they've done that. Start in 2. Don't know why I unpause the game, doesn't matter. Wandering, fired. You're going to repair? Oh, that's fine. You're both going to repair. That's also fine. Wandering, fired. 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 Fired, fired. And the reason I've left the game running in the background is that we need all the people to leave the park before we can reopen it. So we don't really care. What are you doing? Because there's lots of rubbish. Did I not see loads of rubbish down there? I did. What are you doing? Now I'm going to pause the game. Wandering. Don't wander over there. Wander over here where there's all the rubbish in the world. Jesus. Okay. Many guests are thirsty. Well, not for much longer. That's the good news there. So obviously we're going to lose just all of our money, but that's fine. So we're going to wait for all of these people, including these engineers, just so it's tidy, to leave the park. Hopefully the janitor will be able to get around and clean all of this up in time. Why are you even running? Roller coaster. Trailblazer. Why are you doing? Why? Oh, no, why are you doing that? I don't understand. He's got a lot of rubbish to clean. Seems to stop about here. But there is a lot of rubbish still. There is a lot of rubbish still. Might need to... Do I need to hire another janitor to get that all cleaned up? I don't know. Maybe. So we're going to wait for these little sad sacks to get out of the park. I think I am going to hire another janitor. Just to make sure that is all clean. We can just fire them in a minute. It's not a problem. So, they are almost out of the park. I don't really need you anymore, mate, to be honest. So, I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to fire you. Cool. So we've got two little guys, little engineers, who are going to sulk their way out the park. Boo-hoo, I've been fired. Sad face, sad face. Right then. So we are now in a position where we can reopen this park. But the only problem is, it's only the 3rd of September. If we reopen the park now, all the ticket sales will be within September. But it's probably going to take them about like 10-15 days to actually come here and start spending money. So ticket sales will only start being counted about halfway through the month. So we're going to wait until about just a little over halfway through. Maybe like the 17th, 18th, I think we're looking at. And that's when we'll reopen the park. It's a little bit of rubbish there, dude. You going to go clean that? What we can do while we're waiting, so we can go and... we won't reopen all of these, actually. Not quite yet, because that's caused wear and tear on Trailblazer, because we didn't shut that down in time. That is our fault. That is our bad. So we're almost halfway through the month now. So we'll give that just another day, like the 17th. We'll do the 17th. As soon as it hits the 17th, we'll pause the game. Okay, so... we are now in a position where we can reopen all of the rides. We can open the park. The other thing we could do, but we can't because we've got minus 14,000, is do some marketing campaigns. Now we could take another loan out. Can we take another loan out? We can take another loan out. But one of the objectives included paying all your loans. So if we take a loan out, is that going to no longer be cleared? Let's find out. It's going to have to be the 25. I don't think it's going to tell us until we start the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to do TV campaigns. We're going to do teenagers and we're going to do adults. Because we've got mainly roller coasters anyway, so that makes the most sense. So if we now unpause the game, that hasn't cleared, that is still fine. So now we just need to make that $15,000 profit. So it took 2 days for people to actually start coming in the park. Now the one problem with this, of course, is all these people flooding in here now do not get counted as money towards, like the ticket sales won't count towards our profits because this is all going to happen in September. So all the money we're making at the moment from all these hundreds of people, just crowds of people coming in, isn't going to count for anything, including these initial ticket sales here, until the new month starts. So that's 800 and 900 ticket sales, and these first few ride ticket sales aren't going to count for anything. We may need to reload and start it like I'm on the 20th maybe. Because that's 1,200 ticket sales now, and all these original ticket prices going in here didn't count. But as of now, it will all start counting. So, let's watch this magic happen, shall we? First few people have made it up to this end of the park, to Roller Coaster Central. This is so busy that the queue's doing that little, just really congregated group at the beginning of the queue. That's good. That's good. We have so far made $5,000 and we are 10 days in. So that's kind of close, really. We have made another, like, what, 800 people's come in to make for ticket sales, for entry ticket sales. We have got our first few people. Oh, I was going to say first. Why do you need the cash point already? I thought we were going to see our first few people go on this roller coaster here, but apparently not. Are you? Are you going to go on this one? Oh, you are. That's wonderful. That's like $100 there. It's $20 a ticket for that one. 13,000. And not even the 20th. We are going to smash this out of the park. That's what we're going to do. 2,000 people in the park now. Which is a huge number of people in the park. And they're still trickling in. Still trickling. Not seen anyone leave yet. It's 2,100 in the park. 22nd, and we have made $15,000. Only just clicked. We have actually hit our objective with about a week to go. So this is looking, I don't care. Don't care about that at all. This is looking really good. This is looking really good. 26th of October. We're still looking fine. You know, none of these people still aren't leaving the park yet. They've all been here for over a month now. It's the 28th, and we've made 17,000. 29th. Do I care? We're going to have to refund their ticket sales. It's going to be a lot of ticket sales. Let's just go. It's 7 PM on the 31st. Surely that cannot make 70. We've done it. We've done it. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Why are you on 14,000? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that screwed us over there. Whew. Alright, Jesus. We have just done that. Digitizer is the most popular attraction. Digitizer. That's this one. How is that the most popular attraction? That's crazy. Well, there we are then. We have finally completed Starship Hanger. Now, at the beginning of this series, we were very much under the impression this would be the last scenario we would need to do. Of course, we had the big fall update for Planet Coaster, version 1.4, I think, which means there is now another scenario to do. I'm not going to start that now. I'm going to leave this one at a rather sensible length of 30 minutes-ish. Which is the first time I think a Planet Coaster video has been 30 minutes for a while now. They have tended to be fairly lengthy of recent times. What? Yeah, that's fine. So there we go, that's Starship Hanger done. Took a lot to get there. Quite a frustrating campaign. Now, I spent several episodes on this that you've seen. As I said, after the first one, I spent like another 4 hours just trying to work on it, trying to figure out a way of actually getting it to function as a park where you could actually make money. So this has taken a lot of effort, and it's not like, I said this before, it's not like the roller coaster one where I spent a lot of time trying to build a roller coaster, but I had clear issues with my roller coaster that I could try and fix. This one was a lot more awkward in trying to get working. Oh, the first people are leaving the park. Bye. Thanks for coming. So, that's it then. We are done with Starship Hanger. Whew. So next time we'll start off the final campaign of the series and of the game. I suppose if they do more campaigns in the future, I might come back to it. What I'll probably do is I'll give them a few months to come out with a few campaigns before I come back to it. And of course that means after that one with them we start an XCOM 2, much to Future's delight, who was very happy that I was going to be playing XCOM 2. So next time, last scenario, unless they have to come out with an update between me completing that scenario and starting XCOM 2, which will be... So like I said this before with this one, it's kind of frustrating. I don't mind playing more Planet Coaster, but I was kind of frustrated when they released a new scenario just because I thought I was quite close to being done. And I've really enjoyed it, but I'm also really looking forward to doing XCOM 2, so... Hopefully we'll get there soon. It is literally only one scenario. It isn't a group of scenarios with 3 scenarios inside. It is just the one scenario, so hopefully it'll be relatively simple. It is also a medium difficulty, so it can't be that difficult either. So it should be maybe 2 or 3 episodes we have to do on that. That's what I'm thinking. So I will see you next time for that. I hope you've enjoyed this final part of Starship Hanger. If you have enjoyed it, please do click the like button. Obviously that is completely optional, but it really is appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and any comments, leave them down below. Otherwise, I will hopefully see you Wednesdays at 6 PM for the regularly scheduled streaming, which is going to be Shadow of War for the foreseeable future till we finish that one off, which we are very much enjoying. So come along and say hello there, keep me company, watch me get stomped in the face by orcs. That is a regular occurrence, much to everyone's delight. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Planet Coaster Career Mode Extras for what will hopefully be the final scenario of the series. And thank you very, very much for joining me.